Zane Clodfelter with Otters TV, the Otters TV debut for Michael Clark, one of our interns. And hey, look, Jeff's here. Can we get a pan on Jeff? Yeah, Jeff's here. He wants to watch. So Michael, this is your second year with the Evansville Otters.
That is correct.
For those who haven't seen you running around the ballpark, sometimes at crazy rates of speed, what is your role here?
I am a operations intern, and we in operations, I like to think that we're in charge of making sure anything that needs to get done gets done. But mostly, we look after the stadium. We make sure the stadium is repaired and cleaned, and just anything, the weeds pulled, anything you see out in the stadium is what we do. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of rewarding work too.
A lot of power washing too, right?
Yes, I power wash a lot. We power wash the concourse every morning to make sure it's not dirty. And we power wash the outer concourse occasionally, but that takes a long time.
How difficult is it to power wash something though that naturally will have dirt with the baseball field, right?
Yeah, I've gotten into many arguments with some people over that one before, but it's not bad. It really, setting up the power washer is the biggest pain in the butt, to be honest with you.
Okay. So what's the process?
You got to push it out. We got to get the hose connected to it. We got to get it plugged in.
Okay.
And then you got to pull out the spray hose all the way, which that's not that big a deal. But the problem is one power washer is not long enough to cover the whole inner concourse. So we have to unconnect it and then reconnect it and then unconnect it again and then reconnect it while pushing it the whole way. And then when we get done, we have to roll up the hose and roll up the extension cord and roll up the other hose, and it just takes a while. It's a little tedious work. It takes a long time.
And we're taking applications to be the next Michael next year, right?
Yes, we are.
So it sounds like fun. What is your favorite part about working in operations?
My favorite part of it is I love the crew we have in operations. My boss, Jeff, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, there he is. He's right there. Yeah.
But I love.
You didn't say that. You just didn't say that.
No, not at all. Jeff's a good, great guy. I love seeing how everyone enjoys the game. You think putting it all up, oh, this isn't that necessary. Who cares if we need this done or not? But when we come to a game, we see a busy game, and we see the fans really having fun, having a great time. It's really rewarding to see them have fun, and us being able to help them have fun and help the Otters succeed.
Jeff, one of my, I shouldn't say favorite memories, but most memorable moments in my 8 years at this ballpark. You know where I'm going with this?
I do.
It was late last year. Sometimes Michael likes to come up to the press box without his credential, even though I think you have one.
I haven't come up there this season as a result of this.
Yeah, okay. So he likes to sit down on one of the seats just down from me, and he opened up one of the windows to the press box, turned his head to tell me something, and then all of a sudden the window that he had opened fell and nailed you right in the head.
Hit me right in the forehead, and to be honest with you, it felt like I got punched in the face by someone. And
it wasn't me, I swear.
I just remember that whole week is a bit of a haze for me. But I remember the team doctor. He came in.
Doc Martin, good guy.
He gave me 4 numbers to remember, and then he was going to come back in about an hour or so, and he wanted me to tell him the numbers. And I remember he came back, and I didn't even remember him telling me the numbers.
So you didn't pass the concussion test?
No, I did not pass the concussion test. I had to call my mom because I couldn't drive home. She had to come get me and help me drive home. I felt like a kid again. But
getting picked up from the ball yard by your mom. How about that?
I remember though the next couple of weeks, or the next week or so, I would try to come in and help, and Jeff would tell me to do something, and I would do it, and then about half an hour later, I would turn to him and say, "Hey, we need to get this done." And he'd just look at me and go, "You just did it, Michael." And so it was my head was not much fun.
Reminds me of that Drew Barrymore character in 51st Dates?
Yeah.
Yeah. But luckily, you're not like that anymore.
No,
you remember what you've had for breakfast.
I didn't have an Adam Sandler to come rescue me.
I thought you had Jeff, though. Or Rumble?
Rumble. Okay, we can call Rumble Adam Sandler. I'm sure Rumble would make some horrible movies, too.
Okay, so I think Rumble would be great. More like what would be a Rumble character for us?
I don't know.
I was going to say Chris Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley's a good one.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good Chris Farley.
I think so too.
Yeah, okay. Finally, as we kind of pivot here, what do you want to use this experience with the Otters the last 2 years and be able to find a career moving forward?
For me, I'm a sports management major out at USI, so sports are obviously going to play a huge role in me. For me, I am a diehard baseball fan. As you can see from my hat, I'm a diehard St. Louis Cardinal fan, and I just love everything about baseball, the culture, the people with it, the sport itself. I love all of it, and I hope to take my experience here in the minor leagues of baseball, where there's not as much money and there's not as much availability to be able to do things. I hope to be able to take that and learn from that and go forward and work for a bigger organization and be able to still use these values I was taught here at the Otters with the bigger organization.
Very, very cool. And you're from nearby, right? Mount Vernon?
Next town over, yes sir.
Yeah, Mount Vernon, Indiana. Anything good for anybody on Otters TV watching if they want to go tour Mount Vernon?
No, you don't need to go to Mount Vernon. It's okay. I mean,
there's nothing. Like,
there's really,
like
I mean,
a lake or
go to Hog and Sauce. Hog and Sauce Barbecue in Mount Vernon. I work there in my off time. My neighbor owns it. Great barbecue restaurant, great people, great environments. Go to a patio night. They got music out on the patio.
There you go.
It's an awesome place.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. You want to go?
Sure.
All right. He's Michael Clark. I'm Zane Clodfelter. This has been Otters TV.